Wow, I have no idea how I got so many views last time. I'm not sure. It must be the audio decking. That's the only variable that I can think of. I mean, on Twitch, there is no difference. I guess YouTube watchers must be very picky about audio ducking. And they just love it. They just eat it up when there's freaking audio ducking being used. Other than that, I've been getting this many views all along, and then it's just been YouTube just catching up with is fixing its glitches.
Revelio.
Just in case there's something in here that I missed before. I still haven't figured out what he's supposed to be teaching.
Revelio.
Huh. What's your goddamn guy's moon? Sweet. I mean, I don't think I should get us anything, but oh.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change?
Yeah, but it
into
could be
Professor
full
Black?
of police in
One never
1
knows
minute.
when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Fortunately, we have we don't actually have the Now we can't cast these spells while polymorphed. Or polyjuiced to whatever. So we're just going to rely entirely on the minimap.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes,
Redding.
tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Just running to Poppy like, oh yeah, I hear
wonder
that.
almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Like, I hear this whimsicalist likes you very much, not just in a friendly way.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Okay, this is fun.
Hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw.
We just start floating down.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Are we? I guess we'll. Oh, there we go.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Reparo. Lumos. Levioso.
Oh yeah, Levioso, okay.
What if you just like this? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
This is their particular interpretation of the stairways that tend to change.
Revelio.
Oh. This is movie staircases, okay. This is the changing staircases. It's just that they kind of designed it in a way that was meant to be more predictable, so that players can not have to worry about navigating them, I guess.
What are you up to now? Revelio.
Goblet of Fire casket. Goblet of Fire resides. A Goblet of Fire resides within this ancient jewel encrusted chest. The goblet has served as a means of selecting champions for the Triwizard Tournament, its context establishment in the late 13th century. The room contains the House Cup, Quidditch trophies, dueling trophies, and other awards given to school students who step out of line can be found polishing the silver here by hand, as a reminder of the value of hard work.
Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we?
This unusual set of armor was crafted for a troll. That it has survived at all is astonishing, since trolls do not ordinarily wear armor and would understandably be prone to smashing it in confusion or anger.
Revelio.
Don't know why the common room all have secret ways of entering.
Okay, if there's anything else too secret in here. Huh. House elf armor. Set of armor made for a house elf is rumored to have been made by a cruel wizard who wanted his elf to protect him in battle. Happily, the wizard was too dense to realize that armor could, in fact, be considered clothing. The moment the elf donned it, he disappeared right out of it, never to be seen again.
Revelio.
You could be like, okay, I'm not giving it to you, I'm lending it to you. This morning's crystal gazing was most discouraging. I was literally initially thrilled to see the ministry of magic in my future. The atrium appeared to me clear as day. I've always dreamed of working there. However, as the atrium dissolved into a sea of brooms, endless rows of them, my elation turned to despair. I'm destined for a future in broom regulatory control. The tedium would rival the song of a flopper for my sanity. For now, I must accept that I am simply not naturally inclined toward divination, although perhaps I have some subtle skill in it, and I can sense that. Likely so.
Revelio.
Of course, it's a level 3 lock.
Revelio.
Huh. Is this a puzzle, or is it just, the way it seems to be,
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Headmaster's office gargoyle. The staircase that leads to the headmaster's office is guarded by an enchanted gargoyle that will only let those who know the password enter. Though anyone choosing to visit the current occupant of the offer is difficult to fathom. Whisper password.
Choose your pure. Lumos.
Okay. That's
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Sleeping Fortress. Not all headmasters and headmistresses enjoy reliving the day-to-day challenges of running a school of witchcraft and wizardry. Some prefer to enjoy a well-earned nap when possible.
Revelio.
Sorting Hat. Hello. I know I would have done well in Gryffindor. Sorting Hat. A chatted hat was created by the 4 founders of Hogwarts as a means by which students would be placed into one of the 4 schoolhouses. Skilled at legitimacy, the Sorting Hats can see into the wearer's head, allowing it to determine their thoughts and abilities.
Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
Huh. Okay, so that implies we are actually a wizarding child? Maybe? I don't know. Or that we might be a wizarding
There will
child?
be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
At the very least, it may confirm that, like, we're not...
Revelio.
The game isn't going to rule out us being a wizarding. Hair tonic, mustache wax. Wouldn't have been blah, blah, blah. Comb pearl handled, back scratcher gold handled, dioxide, paid in very small part. Reminder to be billed to the ministry. Or remainder, whatever.
Revelio. That must be the pedestal.
In a very blurry reflection. Looks like we have sunglasses. The reflection wears sunglasses for some reason.
Revelio. Where? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
They said that we were in an indie game.
And cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
What is this? The Tales of Bard? I can't see. I don't have. Do I have my glasses on? It's hard to tell.
Concentrate.
I think we might still be wearing our glasses. I think just the whatever shader they're using is making it has trouble rendering the glasses. Yeah, we can't even change it here. Interesting.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Are you freaking kidding me? No, please, just don't make me go for another freaking mandatory stealth section.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Do you have a way of distracting death? Or... No? Well, that's helpful, I guess. I mean, it means that we're just... I
need to
don't
time
know.
this just right.
It's entirely a matter of timing.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
I don't see it. Oh, there.
Death. How could this happen? A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Are you kidding me?
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm not sure. Like, it's good because, I mean, it's interesting when you remove interaction, it's actually kind of a good thing. Because it means that, like, you know that you don't have to worry, all you have to worry about is timing your movements.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Oh, closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
You please make this segment end. I'm picking you. Like, I'm not sure how fair it would be to give this, like, a ton of negatives. So far, the stuff is not exactly poorly implemented. Like, I don't know how many checkpoints there are here. I'm not even sure if it matters. I'm just gonna skim my way through this.
That's the way forward.
Okay, let's just frickin' save again. I doubt there's any reason to at this point because I think I already saved just before this, but yep, this is the Deathly Hallows.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Like, properly invisible.
They can't
Yep.
see me at all. I can get closer to them.
What? Okay, this is a pretty legit section of the game. It still scares the hell out of me, but it's kind of
This is the way
meant to.
forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander
The Elder
its
Wand.
extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
I mean, you figure it's the Elder Wand's like simple magic would actually be enough to break through. Okay, it's for building the Elder Wand. It's actually very whoa. It's extremely limited with what it can do.
Revelio.
Huh. There's actually stuff to Revelio now. Well, not really, but I could use it. is to beat him up.
Revelio.
Defender the telephone. Macarena.
Defender.
I wonder if I need to turn off the tooltips or whatever you want to call them. can't remember what the actual third one's called. Stone that can see dead people. It's a Halogel Osmond Stone.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear sweet Neve. Dead.
Neve! What? We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Life finds a way.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Revelio.
So I guess I didn't really have to worry about loot.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
I believe at this point we can finally do the exclusive PlayStation DLC. I'm not sure if it's also available on PC or if it's just entirely PlayStation exclusive.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
I think it's a new one. This is main quest material. I believe this is the Haunted Hogsmeade.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I think we completely skipped over Christmas. No, we haven't. Okay. Decorations are still up. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but...
Hello, pardon me.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
That's sort of like...
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Dittany to Mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right, I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
What's the ministry doing about it, eh? Sipping their butter beers? These aren't goblins as we know them. There's something different, I tell you. What's wrong with this blasted thing? What did you think would happen? It doesn't look good, I can tell you that.
Oh, hard work and good luck go hand in hand. And the odd charm or two.
we have enough money to actually
If something threatens me, first thing
there's some sort of Tom Nook-esque payment plan.
Hello, Madam Mason? I understand you have a shop to sell.
Yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes, an unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one you are. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible. Hello again. You know, the shop won't be available forever.
It's 1,500 gold. Is that what? That is not very much at all.
Business acumen to use.
This is like remarkably cheap. That's like just a few outfits. Probably, I don't know.
I beg your pardon, but would you make
Can't imagine how muggles get by without magic.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Okay, so
I suspect
I
you
might
have a
do a
sharp
few
eye
other
for
quests
fashion.
first.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcrot as soon as you can.
I take it you're Alexandra's friend?
Confringo! Bombarda!
Oh, this is a...
Tego! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Finger! Tego! Confringo! Bombarda! Tego! Stupefy! Accio! Confringo! Tego! Stupefy! Defendo! Defendo! Confringo! Tego! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Defendo! Confringo! Defendo! Tego! Stupefy! Confringo!
Are you kidding me?
Bombarda! Stupefy! Stupefy! Confringo! Defendo! Bombarda! Tego! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Defendo! Stupefy!
Let's keep on doing it.
Stupefy!
Yeah!
Confringo! Tego! Stupefy! Bombarda!
Ringo, Tego, Super,
Stupefy!
Speed.
Stupefy! Stupefy! Tego! Stupefy! Stupefy!
Keep on doing this over and over.
Stupefy!
This is the definition of insanity.
Tego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Stupefy!
I don't know, stupidity.
Stupefy! Tego!
Evil.
Stupefy! Stupefy!
I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll.
I don't think he needed stupefy to...
Leviosa. Leviosa. Oh, no, you don't.
There. I'm not going to
Hey, we
hurt
got
you.
measles.
Leviosa.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio. Levioso.
I'll look after you.
Confringo. Stupefy.
Huh? What the frig? I want my money back.
Confringo. Bombarda. Stupefy. 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 Bombarda. Confringo. Tego. Confringo. Confringo. Stupefy.
Accio. Revelio.
Why not? This is so stupid. They're like, how are we gonna stop players from being able to just land in the middle of it? Well, let's just make it impossible for magic. There's some kind of magic preventing you from.
Revelio.
I should warn you, I won't make the same mistakes my colleagues have made.
Flipendo. Confringo.
Okay.
Revelio.
Really? Yeah, just invisible wall us away from. Why?
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes.
Okay.
That wasn't so difficult. Revelio.
I hope you avoided my troll.
It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness.
Also, was doing the same thing, throwing rocks at me while I.
People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Slayer?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
Whimsy Troll Slayer.
The Troll Slayer has a nice ring to it. Wonder who lives here.
Oh, it's just another handle. Okay.
Revelio. Revelio.
Well, here's a pleasant surprise.
Revelio.
Chad Scarecrow. Huge looking scarecrow was long ago enchanted to watch over the garden and ward off crows, but now simply harasses gardeners by shouting insults at them while they work.
Revelio.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
Level 2 walk.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio. Revelio. What are you up to now?
What do you have in store for me this time?
I'd be terribly grateful if you could help me and my friend with a time-sensitive delivery.
You sound as if you could use some help.
How fortunate to see you. The, what was it? Troll, Slayer, or Vanquisher? Whisperer? No matter. You clearly know how to get things done. Eddie Thistlewood's the name. Listen, a friend of mine in Feldcroft needs help fighting Rangrock's loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
Good idea. Those cabbages are nothing to be trifled with.
My thoughts precisely. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation, they'll simply leave Feldcroft alone. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard in DIE. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Why would the goblins target Feldcroft?
My friend Bernard says they've been seen in the area for a while. He seems to think they're looking for something, but lately they've become more aggressive.
Could you not grow or buy more Chinese chomping cabbages?
I suppose I could, but that would take time. Time we do not have, what with Ranrock's thugs posing new threats every day. Besides, it's the principle of the matter. I grew those cabbages, and they are extraordinary.
Any idea where I might find the crates?
Yes, From what I hear, one was spotted south of Feldcroft, the other, so I hear, is south of Brockborough near the river.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
What do you have for sale?
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help.
I'll be able to put that to good use.
There we go.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I'm probably going to call it a night fairly soon.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Aloha Mora.
Maybe if I just drop your place quick, real quick, before. Looking. Oh my God! Boy, I sold the business that turned me into a vampire.
Revelio.
Bombarda!
If I know about that, I probably could have got the visit a bit sooner. Oh well.
Simply pretending. I beg your pardon.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Reparo.
Oh, Penny can already see the potential. This will surely be the most successful shop in Hogsmeade. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh, yes. She mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna... So tomorrow I'm probably gonna try and stream a bit earlier, as I want to get to bed early because I have things I want to do on Saturday morning, chores and such. So, Anyway, there's a bunch of things you can do that'll take a few seconds of your time, as well as other things that are just a little more involved, if you're so inclined. But of course, that's all entirely up to you. And as always, I thank you so very, very much for watching. Until next time,